Hi, my name is Kauai Fitt and I'm a realtor here in Anchorage, Alaska. Today we're talking about, there are 5 really big reasons as to what you should do or shouldn't do when you're getting serious about thinking about purchasing a house. And this is number 4. Number 4 is the idea that you should not make any large credited purchase, months before purchasing a home or wanting to purchase a home. The more credited purchases that you make, the more a lender or a bank is going to look at your history and say, wow, this person's a big spender and they have a lot of debt to their name now. So when they look at all your credit card history, payments, all your credit card history purchases, they look at, oh wow, they just bought a $30,000 car last month. So now their debt is much larger than it was before they bought that car. And this is tough because I get it. As soon as you decide that you want to buy a house, that means, oh, I'm starting to establish roots. I'm starting to, become an adult. It's the idea that you are getting serious and you are going to buy a house and you're just feeling that much better about life. And maybe because you got a promotion, now it's the great time to maybe you can afford a little bit more of a house. So, all these good feelings are coming together and you are ready to buy a house. But then also, oh yeah, well, I did get a promotion, so I kind of really would love to get a car too. And a car is much easier to buy than a house. So lots of people end up deciding they want to buy a house, and maybe they want to buy a house in the next 3 to 6 months. That's exciting. But if they first purchase a car, which happens very frequently, that's a large debt that now is on your credit. And when your lender then decides to pull your credit scores and decides to look at your credit history, they're going to see this $30,000 debt sitting in your history. And that possibly could make or break your debt to income ratio. A debt to income ratio means that all of your debt, everything that you've accumulated debt-wise right now compared to the income that you're bringing in every month, if it hits a certain limit, if it's about 50%, or for different loan programs and different situations, it depends, but if you're close to a 50% mark, lots of lenders are going to say, you know what, your debt, there's too much debt that you have right now to your name versus the amount of money that you're actually bringing in every month. So we're going to have to say, you're going to have to wait a month or 2 before you lessen that debt or, pay off a couple of those credit cards or make a really big payment towards that car of yours in order for you to then be able to afford to purchase the home, the right size that you want. So I recommend not making any large purchases before you decide to start looking for a house. And then also when you're in the middle of the transaction, do not go, if you have put an offer in on a property and the seller accepted it, so you are getting ready and you're going to buy this house. It takes about 35 days to close on a property. And so 35 days is a long time. And you might say, oh, my new living room, it's going to be perfect with this gorgeous couch I saw over at Bailey's Furniture the other day. Or, oh, I also want a really big TV because that wall in the new living room is going to be perfect for this huge TV. So if you start going to buy all these items during those 35 days of you being in the middle of the transaction, this could also hurt your credit, right? You're putting all of that on your credit card. So please be careful and please don't just start buying furniture and don't buy a couple 4-wheelers because you're now going to have this bigger garage that'll fit more toys. Please don't do that. Please wait until you're done buying the house because the lender is going to be asking you for documentation throughout the whole transaction. And even up till the day or 2 before we are going to close and record, they could be pulling your credit score. And if they see that you've thrown $6,000 of debt onto your credit card because you got really excited and you bought a new bed and some new bedroom furniture and that kind of stuff, that could make or break your deal. So please be very careful. Don't spend that kind of money until after you've closed, until after the property is actually recorded into your name and per the state of Alaska or whatever state you're living in, the property is actually in your name. If you have any more questions, give me a shout. My name's Kauai Fitt. I'm a realtor here in Anchorage, Alaska. And leave me a question, or leave me a comment, ask a question, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, have a great day, guys.